Yo, what's going on, guys? My name's Sink, and today, as you can see, I got a domination gameplay. For you guys, this is actually Bosnian, so I'd like to give him some credit for that. It's a pretty solid gameplay all around. I believe that he played the objective pretty well, as you can see in the beginning, with a very common opening rush route. A lot of the good players tend to use this route in order to pick out the people on B and get their score streaks right away, which is what I wanted to kind of talk about today. I wanted to talk about the objective-based game modes and whether or not you should be a Slayer, an objective player, or a combination of both. And I believe that there is guidelines that you should follow if you're going to be one, and things that you want to avoid and things that you should definitely take advantage of. If you're going to be a Slayer on the team, you should make sure that there's only one or two of you on the team. You don't want to be a kill whore. Nor do you want to not pay attention to the objectives at all. And I believe that getting kill streaks and score streaks in the beginning of a match is pretty essential to the outcome of the entire gameplay. But you do not want to camp in order to get these streaks. You want to get them quickly. And if you're unable to do that, the game might just not go as well for you as you might think. If you're going to be a camper in the objective-based game mode, there is absolutely 0 point in calling in a kill streak at the end of a game, even if it's dogs or swarm or whatever you worked for the entire rest of the game. You could be 14-0, get your swarm, play the objective a little bit maybe, but if you're going to camp, you're not going to be able to win that game because it was basically a 6v5 the entire game because everybody else was playing the objective and you were just kill whoring. Which leads me into my next category of player, which is the objective-based player. There's definitely a fine line between playing the objective and being the Slayer kind of guy. You want to be able to hop on an objective, kill one or two people, because odds are you're not going to be getting the objective if you don't kill anybody while you're on it, then you didn't really earn it. So my main point for if you're going to be an objective player is don't be a giant freaking sack of potatoes, which I see quite a bit when I'm playing online. With a bunch of the little green triangles, which I'm kind of the green triangle thing is Thunder's kind of curse video. So if you guys don't know what that is, you guys can check that video out. It's kind of funny watching him just absolutely go ham and him lose a game. So which actually does lead into my video pretty well. So if you guys want to go check that out, I'll probably leave a link in the description. Definitely gives some proof to what I'm saying. And that you don't want to just be a Slayer because you might lose the objective. And if your team's no good, well, you're basically screwed anyways. So on a team, if you're going to be alone, you have to kind of find which position that your teammates like to do, which strategy they like to do, and kind of base your gameplay off of that. Because on a team, you preferably want guys that can do both. They're going to be the guys that I guess would be classified as Slayers for a lot of people, but if you kill whore but you get the objective and you get your score streaks, you're going to be able to win, especially in like domination, because if you're going to be capturing objective, say B, in an opening rush route, you want to be able to get on B, get 2 or 3 kills, and if you get those 2 or 3 kills, which is 200 score apiece, you'll be at the orbital VSAT in no time, and then you'll be able to help out your team because obviously everyone benefits from a VSAT in the air. So, which leads me into my next thing. If you're going to be playing the objective, there's a certain score streak setup that you want to be using. The UAV to start off because it's pretty easy to get, especially if you're going to hop on an objective right away. Get a kill or 2 in an objective and you're going to be getting your UAV, which obviously is, in my opinion, pretty OP in this game. You can radar hole the whole game and obviously do very well. The next kill streak that you want to use is the Guardian. The Guardian is really key for game types like Hardpoint, if you're going to be playing Domination, or Demolition, any really objective-based game type, mainly because it's just a pain in the ass. We all know what it's like to be going towards the objective and all of a sudden there's a freaking Guardian in your way, and obviously you can't go through without destroying that Guardian. And as a low-level players, if you just start off a Prestige or just starting out with the game, you won't really know about the Guardian, and obviously you won't have the EMP grenades to destroy them, so they're just kind of a nuisance until you get into the higher prestige or higher levels and have more experience with the game. And then the last kill streak or score streak you guys want to use if you're an objective player, in my opinion, is Sentry Gun. It's a really good kill streak in order to, obviously, like I said in my other video, control an area, but to control an objective too. If you put a sentry gun over the B flag or the flag in a capture the flag game, or a bomb in demolition or a flag in domination, it's going to be a lot harder for a team to go in and capture that objective without the sentry gun being in the way. And then if you're close to that area, you can hear your sentry gun going off. You'll know that somebody's there, and you can take advantage of that situation as well. So for the Slayers, you kind of have a lot more variety with your score streaks. I always like to start off with the counter UAV, because if you're going for your big streaks and you don't have a silencer, obviously you don't want your shots on the radar. You don't want to be seen. You kind of want to lay low while you're getting all your score streaks and helping out your team as much as possible. So I like to start off with the counter UAV, and then I like to go into the VStat, obviously because it tells you where everyone is, and everyone knows that it's a super not only helpful but informative kill streak. So if you're going to be using it in order to get your next level or next tier kill streaks, it's just so much easier, and you're almost guaranteed your higher level kill streaks unless it's like a swarm or dogs, in which case you might need a little more help from your teammates in order to get a UAV or something for you. So which leads me into the last category of the score streak, which is basically whatever you want to use. If you want to, or basically it depends on the map you're playing, I guess. So you can go into the Lodestar, the Stealth Chopper, the Swarm, the Dogs. Basically whatever you want to do. If you wanted to go with the EMP as well, which is completely underlooked, and nobody really uses it in this game, unlike MW2 and all those kind of games where the EMP was quite popular, and when it went up, the other teams started leaving because you just kind of get pissed off at it. And with the next couple minutes, I wanted to actually leave the objective talk and go more into sniping on a team. I know I could do 1 or 2 long videos on sniping in this game, especially with all the nerfs and messing around with the snipers that I think Treyarch's been doing. So on a team, I don't care what you're playing, if you're playing team deathmatch, domination, whatever. Well, actually, unless it's search and destroy, in which you can actually kind of deal with more snipers, but that's a completely different video. But for the objective games, TDM, that kind of stuff, I like to have 1 sniper on each team. If you want to snipe, but there's already another random pub guy sniping, you'll probably want to avoid that situation, because I don't know, having more than 1 sniper is really detrimental to a team, because I mean, 1 can help you control an area, 2 or 3 just gets annoying, because then as a, I guess, normal gun player in quotes, you get kind of annoyed because you have all the weights put on your shoulders. Especially with the sniper nerfs that have been going on. Obviously the DSR is a big one because it got dropped down to what, 35 to 40 rounds a minute, and the ADS time got way slower, which actually made it so that the 4-man feeds are 100% impossible now, in case you guys didn't know that with the DSR. So that's going to wrap up this gameplay. The final score was 46-6, so a huge thank you to Bosnian for the gameplay. One thing I've been wondering is if you guys wanted to see more live commentaries or with my face on the video or whatever, leave a comment below saying that you want to see that. Otherwise, comment, rate, subscribe, and have a good day. Sync out.